church and the Father and Jesus the Lord, grace and the peace in the holy accord. We remember your labor of love and your faith, and your patience of hope in the spirit of breath. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the King of the glory, and the end of the doubt. For the gospel we brought was in power and light, not in word only, but in spirit and might. You turned from your idols to serve the true God, on the path of the heaven that the Savior has trod. As a nurse with her children, we cared for your soul, to make every spirit be holy and whole. You received not the word as the message of men, but the word of the Lord again and again. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the King of the glory, and the end of the doubt. For what is our hope, or our joy, or our crown? Is it not you when the Savior comes down, to be found in his presence at the end of the days, with a heart full of honor and a soul full of praise? We told you before that the trials would come to the heart of the many and the spirit of some, but the Lord is our strength and the Lord is our stay, to keep us from falling in the dark of the day. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the King of the glory, and the end of the doubt. This is the will of the Father for you, even your holiness and all that you do. For God has not called us to uncleanness or shame, but to honor the glory of his holy name. Concerning the brothers who sleep in the dust, I would not have you sorrow without any trust. For if we believe Jesus died and arose, then God will bring with him the ones that he chose. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the King of the glory, and the end of the doubt. The dead in the Christ shall be first to arise, then we who remain shall be caught to the skies, to meet with the Lord in the clouds of the air, and so shall we ever be with him up there. The day of the Lord comes comes as a thief in the night. So watch and be sober and stay in the light. Put on the breastplate of faith and of love, and the helmet of hope from the Father above. Rejoice evermore and pray without cease. In everything give thanks, for the Spirit of peace. Quench not the Spirit and hold to the good, as the children of light in the way that we show. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, the King of the glory, and the end of the doubt.